Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell's with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Pulls and fires complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. You know, you open a game like that and it sends a message. You might want to take him away, but you're not going to.
You ain't going to. My guy is better than yours. And guess what? I know you know he's good, but we're still going to throw him the football no matter what you do. This offense is confident in his ability, and this is why. He makes big plays and starts the game off with a big play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Rides the back on the option to give. Absolutely no. As this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll start this drive firing. Connection to the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the... The 46-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the draw. Creates a little room. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last possession, the early punt, losing track of the downs, whatever it was, David, that was a fireable offense. They better atone here.
I mean, that is unbelievable. That no one catches that? Like the first coach, the second coach, maybe a player. Hey, it's not fourth down, and we punted the football. I got nothing for it.
The only dude who liked that play call was the punter.
Analytics replaced with idiotics.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun. Got the quick pass. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Works the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Tigers will have it first and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They want to throw it. Big fella moving. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Proctor. The screen. He's got wheels. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the touchdown. Cornhuskers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused.
Touchdown, Auburn! Stealing a score on special teams. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
That's a really good job on the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Just keeps moving. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Defense wants to bring the heat. Off the RPO, complete. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Under fire. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. So you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Complete in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off covered. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
Back to pass. There's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
3rd and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Proctor. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw again. Gets it out fast. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's finally shoved out of bounds on the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Plucks it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. Lets it go to the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offense working from the pistol. quarterback making adjustments. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense got him at the 27.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Buys a little extra time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Auburn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down the one play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The defense gonna stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Proctor. He wants it all. Touchdown, Husker! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half. Get everybody excited. Use that momentum to start the second half.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
This is why defensive coordinators have nightmares before playing against this specific quarterback. It's because of plays like that. What he can do to you and how he can strain and stress and hurt your defense with his ability to run the football.
And the Tigers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Minnesota packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Gophers Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Minneapolis. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Huskers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Proctor. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
That Auburn offense onto the field again. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Unloads quickly. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
At the 38. And that's a first down for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
The running threat of the QB, it gives you the +1. It's just such a headache. He can always pull it. He can give it. There's so many options, and this defense so far hasn't had a lot of answers in trying to stop this offense.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bobo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Looking left. Makes a connection. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's French. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's open on the right, and he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And the Huskers will hustle to the line.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
There he goes. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense, quick tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
Got some room in to the goal line. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by just one over Louisiana Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. To pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have a lead, get the ball back for the offense. We'll see if this defense can come up clutch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. The throw. Fires to the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. They just keep firing. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
And the Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pocket breaking down. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a good decision by the quarterback. At this juncture of the game, too, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You're going to need a touchdown, but you're not going to get it on that play. Throw it away. This is a big down now, 4th. Here we go.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Caught behind the line. It's Bobo. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wide open downfield. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Back to pass, it's Proctor. Using the quick game. Knocked down at the 6 after ripping off 10 there. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The give on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Proctor. Finds his tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Got his man quickly.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
The Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Working that left side now. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And even though they're they're trailing here in the fourth quarter. They've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Husker. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. La Tech knows it's in a battle, but they're in the driver's seat with this lead. They've proven today they are capable of leaving here with a road victory. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Louisiana Tech. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. The give on the option. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Defense looks like they're coming. From the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Rides to back and leaps it. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Proctor. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.